Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, Toastmasters and guests. How are you doing this evening? I hope the online audience is able to hear me. Can you give a thumbs up for those that can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you very well.
Okay, I have confirmed that you can hear me. My name is Christine Ombaka. I am the president of the Hill Toastmasters Club. I would like to officially call meeting number 186 to order. Allow me to apologize for those in the room. There seems to be a bit of movement because we are still trying to set up. We had logistical challenges. So we are still trying to set up the screen so that you are able to see the physical, rather the online audience. And for those online, I hope you will not get distracted by the movement, and we will soon be set up and ready to go. But in the meantime, we shall proceed with our preliminaries and begin this meeting. It is a pleasure to have you all here. I see we have quite a number of guests online, especially from the Ugandan community. Can I get a thumbs up from the Ugandan community online? Okay, there are a lot of thumbs up for those in the physical room. Because you're not able to see the screen, I will update you that we do have a large audience that has joined us from Uganda and they're based online. Do we have any guests present in the room? By a show of hands, yes, we have one guest here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wow, we have a good number of guests. I would like to welcome you here. And towards the end of our meeting, we will give you a chance to introduce yourself so we can get to know about you and how you got to learn about the club. Do we have visiting Toastmasters in the house? Of course we do. Of course we do. With special representation from SEMA Toastmasters Club, that is spearheaded by DTM in the room. DTM Derek Mandela is here to represent SEMA amongst other Toastmasters clubs. I also see representation from Thika Toastmasters Club. What other Toastmasters club do we have in the building? Rafiki, yes, we have Rafiki in the building. We spoke yesterday. Yes, we did. Okay, and we have Downtown. Nice. We have Downtown Toastmasters that is also present. So I would like to welcome you all and thank you for joining us for today's meeting. So I will begin by explaining what Toastmasters is for the benefit of our guests in the building. Toastmasters International is a non-profit educational organization that teaches public speaking and leadership skills through a worldwide network of clubs. The mission is to provide a supportive and a positive learning experience where members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills. This is in order to help us get better self confidence and also have personal growth in our day to day interactions. So, for our club, that is the Hill Toastmasters Club, we are based within what we call a district. District covers the Eastern Africa region. And we are currently in District 114. Within the district, there is a subgroup which we call divisions. There are 4 divisions, and the Hill is within Division A. which is led by our Division A Director, who is Mr. Brian Otiende. Within the division, we have another subgroup, which we call an area. And the Hill is based in Area 1. Area 1 is one amongst 5 other clubs, and these include Zumaridi Toastmasters Club, Business Dialogue, WFP RBN, and the baby of the group, which is Runda Elite, that is soon to be chartered. Our area is led by the area director, who is Toastmaster Rose Odundo, and she's the one who's tasked with taking care of the club's needs within the area. I will now move on to introduce the team that helps run this club, which is what we call the executive committee. I am the president. I introduce myself as Christine Ombaka, and I am supported by the vice president of education, Udenda Sivulambe. We also have the vice president of membership, Monica Kafue. We have the vice president of public relations, Arnold Bukangwa. We have our SAA, Njoroge Minor, and we have 2 other EXCO members who are not physically present, who is our treasurer, Cyril Wanda, as well as our secretary, Vanessa, who should be joining us shortly because she's doubling up in another role. This executive committee is overseen by a one-man board, and that is our immediate past president, Toastmaster Lillian Kimando. So she's here to make sure that we do everything right. That is the overall leadership of the club. So we would have moved on to the club business, but our secretary is not there. But just to confirm that we are reading what is sent on the group. How many have seen the minutes of the last club meeting? Show of hands. I see 4, 5 hands up, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. So we have seen the meetings. Have we read the minutes of the last meeting? The room is awkwardly silent. Have we read the minutes? Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 people who have read, 4 people who have read the minutes. Excellent. It's a good number. I believe so. I know we can do better. Okay. So with that, I want to confirm, do we have any amendments or corrections to the minutes for those who have read? No, we don't seem to have any corrections. So with that, can we get a proposer? We have a proposer, that's Arnold. Can we get a seconder for the minutes? And we have Toastmaster Monica, who is doing that for us, and we shall convey that information to our secretary. SAA, apologies, I forgot to call you earlier to give in the meeting protocols. We got carried away. We had a very special guest today. He was the former vice president of Kenya. He was the former governor, as well as a former cabinet secretary from the Ministry of Petroleum. I'm sure you saw the gentleman at the back of the room. It was none other than Mheshimiwa Kiraitu Murungi. Can we give him a round of applause in absentia? Yes, Toastmasters and guests, we had a visitor who said he was once a Toastmaster in 1988. And then Toastmasters was run mainly by the white folks, the team from abroad who were just setting up Toastmasters here. And he had the benefit of being a member when Toastmasters came and established presence in Kenya. So for the Hill to have had him here, we are honored, and we hope that we'll be able to keep raising the Toastmasters flag high. I want to confirm from our Vice President of Education if we have confirmed how far our TMOD is. 5 minutes out. Okay, good. So I will first allow our SAA to come forward and give us the meeting protocols before I entertain you for a little longer as we wait for our TMOD to arrive. So SAA Njoroge, kindly step forward and give us the meeting protocols.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Today we have yet another meeting punctuated by a beautiful theme, chess. And our TMOD will be here soon to tell us more about that. My name is Njoroge Maina, and I serve as a Sergeant at Arms at the Hill Toastmasters Club. My work here at this point in time is to give you the protocols of the meeting. Even before I go to that, I'd like to welcome all the guests we have amongst us today, including visiting Toastmasters. Let's give them a hearty clap. Feel very much welcome to the Hill. We have a book at the entrance that we're using to sign and to record the people coming into the meeting. Please ensure that if you're a visiting Toastmaster, you've indicated the club that you're coming from. And if you're a guest, it's important that you also indicate to us that you're a guest in that particular book. For the members online, I understand we have a good number of members from Luboa Toastmasters in Uganda. Please make sure that you name yourself according to the club that you're from, if you're a visiting Toastmaster. In case you're a guest, we'd be happy to have you name yourself according to that. So you can name yourself something like Njoroge Maina _guest or Njoroge Maina _Luboa Toastmasters. Secondly, in as far as ensuring that we have a seamless meeting, we would like to make sure we don't have any distractions as speakers are speaking at the front. To do so, unless under unavoidable circumstances, all and sundry are encouraged to remain seated if a speaker is presenting a speech at the front, to ensure we don't throw the speaker into quandary. This is what we do when someone uses the word of the day. Secondly, for the members online, please maintain a quiet, non-destructive background to make sure the speakers maintain their flow of thought. Toastmasters International, in Toastmasters International, we encourage a positive and supportive learning environment. And to do so, you can see that there are some ballots on your desk. And these ballots on your desk are meant to give feedback to the speakers. Right after a speaker gives a speech, you can write feedback to the speaker who has just spoken. If they're the first speaker, the second speaker, write feedback to them, tell them, good job, because that encourages them to keep giving speeches. In this same sheet, you can also write the areas you think they can improve on. And the same ballot will be used to vote for the best speaker, best evaluator, best table topic speaker. We'll learn more about that later. Lastly, to make sure we still maintain this positive and supportive learning environment, all speakers are encouraged to come to the front. In case you're called upon to do a table topic speech, please come to the front. In case you are a role taker, come to the front and give your submissions from the front, because that ensures that the members online can also see you. And when a speaker is coming to the front, clap continuously until they get to the stage. And while they're on their way to their seats, please make sure you clap continuously until they get to their seats. That's all from the SAA. Back to you, Madam President.
Thank you very much, SAA Njoroge, for taking us through the meeting protocols. Well, I am quite in a quandary as to the next steps. Because I don't want to dive into the TMOD's agenda, allow me to take the next 5 to 10 minutes getting to know our guests better. Are we agreeable with that? Agreeable. Excellent. Do allow me to start with our online audience. So from our online audience, how many guests do we have online? Feel free to unmute and introduce yourself.
Hi everyone. My name is Diana. I'm happy to be here today. This is my second time. I
Apologies,
work for
Diana, we
Connect.
seem to have lost.
You can hear me?
We're back. We're back on now.
Okay, so thank you very much. So my name is Diana Masila. I'm happy to be here. This is my second time.
Apologies,
And
Diana. The is having a bit of a challenge. So as we fix that, I will move to our physical audience.
You cannot hear me?
Apologies once again.
You can hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now, Diana. You can
Okay,
proceed.
so my name is Diana. Okay, thank you very much. So my name is Diana Masila. This is my second time to be here. I work for an elevator company. It's called Connect. How I got to learn about Toastmaster is I got a friend who back in 2007, but I never quite joined until recently when need arose, and during one of my coaching sessions, I was told Toastmaster is a good session where you get to learn public speaking and people management, which is one of my areas of development at the moment, being the GM who is running the business in East Africa. So thank you very much.
Excellent. It's a pleasure to have you join us, Diana. We look forward to having you join us as a member as well. Do we have any other guests online?
Sure.
Thank you.
Yes, Tessie?
Yes. They say curiosity is the beginning of wisdom, and that's exactly what brought me here. I've always believed that learning doesn't only happen within the four walls, but in rooms like this, where experience meets fresh perspective. My name is Tessie Mweni, a high school student actually, who's endlessly curious about how ideas can be transformed to action. What excites me most is listening to people who've walked the paths I dream of taking, because every story, every lesson is a spark that can light the way for someone like me. I was invited by Njoroge Maina, and I'm excited to be here. Thank you.
Wow, Tessie. Wow, you've blown us away with that introduction. Good job. We like your zeal to learn, especially at a young age, still being in high school. I'm sure there's a lot more in store for you as you grow up. Do we have any other guests online who would like to introduce themselves? Okay, then we can move to visiting Toastmasters. Do we have any visiting Toastmasters online?
Yes. Hi, everybody. My name is Agnes Watemba. I'm visiting from Lubowa Toastmasters Club. I was invited by the SAA, Njoroge Maina. I'm really excited to watch and learn from your club.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you. Do we have any other visiting Toastmasters?
Yes, please.
Yes.
This is
Yes.
Angela Namiro. I'm the SAA from Lubowa Toastmasters in Uganda. I'm so glad to be here. And I was welcomed by Njoroge Maina. We had him in our last physical meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you here from Lubowa Toastmasters. That's Angela. Do we have any other visiting Toastmasters?
Yes.
Good evening.
Thank you.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can begin with Brenda.
All right, thank you. Brenda Atwine. I'm the president of Kampala Sunrise Toastmasters Club. I was not invited, but I saw the flyer and I decided to come and learn also from your club. Thank you.
Excellent. Pleasure to have you here, Brenda. Rebecca, you can introduce yourself.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. I'm Rebecca Sapa from the Hill Toastmasters Club. I got to join this meeting today with a bonus of being a speaker as well. Thank you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to meet the online team. So I will give a further 2 minutes to our physical audience to introduce themselves. How many guests do we have here? We can have one guest and one visiting Toastmaster. Okay, we have a visiting Toastmaster. You come up, Alejandra. Huh?
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Yes, my name is Alejandra. I come from Rafiki Toastmasters. I currently serve as the VPE. Our meetings are every first and third Monday of the month. Our first meeting is usually physical at the Ngong Hotel, and the second meeting is virtual. Thank you, and back to you.
Yes. Thank you, Alejandra. We can have one guest introduce themselves. Yes.
Good evening, all. My name is Ian Wangai. I'm an investment professional. I'm here on an invitation by my colleague, Ivan Barry, who just recently joined. Quite interesting that the one who introduced him to this, not yet a member, but as well looking as well just to join and be a part of this as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you to all our visiting Toastmasters and guests. We look forward to having you visit us over and over again. And for the guests, we hope to have you here as members. So to help us solve our current quandary, our immediate past president will be stepping in for the TMOD so that she can help us progress with the meeting of the day. I will apologize for our TMOD in absentia, who is supposed to be our Toastmaster Vanessa Mavniki. We all know how traffic may get, and some things fall beyond what we had planned. So without much further ado, to get me out of this checkmate position, I will invite our standby TMOD, Toastmaster Lillian Kimando, to take the stage. So over to you, Toastmaster Lillian.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Hey, you can be louder than me, honestly. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. The beauty of Toastmasters is you have to be ready to be a leader anytime when you're called upon, right? Yes, and life is like a chess, just like today's meeting. I think I know nothing about chess, by the way, so if I lie, you will accommodate me. I am very honored to step in for Vanessa, and I believe she'll be here shortly. As soon as she gets here, we can find a way of handing it over to her. And I am wondering, how many people play chess in the room or have ever played chess? Wow, lovely. Keep the hands up, keep the hands up. Yeah, don't keep So, I will pick on Leah. What is the difference between the king and the queen? Just speak from where you are, as long as we can hear you. Uh-huh. The queen can move across?
Across the board in any direction, and the king can move any direction as well as only by one side.
So the queen is powerful?
Yes.
How many queens do we have in the room? Can I say the queens? Yay, the queens, here we are. What is the other term in chess that we have apart from, I think there's pawns. Is it pawns? So what does pawns mean? I know, now that you're looking at me like that, I have know nothing.
You said bronze?
Pawns, not bronze. Pawns.
I think I know my chess in Swahili, so go to the next person.
What is chess in Kiswahili?
Chess. We call it chess, but we use the parts are in Swahili.
So what is king and queen in Swahili?
No.
Mfalme na Malkia. Thank you. We are also educating our Ugandan counterparts here. All right. So just read something I came across quickly so that we can get into the role takers. Life is a lot like chess, except in life, you don't always get to say checkmate. Sometimes life says it is you first. So I think in the game of chess, we take turns to play, right? But sometimes you don't have to wait for your turn, and life will just tell you it is your turn. You gotta do what you gotta do with what you know, right? Like what has happened here right now. And to help me run this meeting, we have a group of role takers that make the meeting what it is in Toastmasters. So just for the sake of our guests, our meeting in Toastmasters is divided into 3 segments. The first segment is where we get to listen to prepared speeches. These are the people who have taken time to go through their project. They know what is expected of them. They have an objective, and then they'll come and present a speech here, and then they'll be given feedback at the end of this meeting on the areas that they've done well, the areas that they need to improve on, and the areas that they need to challenge themselves in. That's the first segment. And then the second segment, we call it the table topic segment. This is where we practice our impromptu speaking. Sometimes you'll meet your colleagues or even your bosses or even your friend, and they ask you for an update, and you need to learn how to speak on your feet and say something that is impactful. So in this segment, we learn to structure our thoughts when we are called upon and to speak within 2 minutes, 1 to 2 minutes, a maximum of 2 minutes and a minimum of 1 minute. And then we have the last segment where I spoke about the evaluation. This is now where we give our speakers, the prepared speakers, the feedback. And then you also get to hear the reports from the grammarian that will tell us what they do. We get to hear reports from the accountant, the timer, and even the general evaluator. All the tag team will come here and they will tell us what is expected of their roles. And without much ado, I would like to introduce the tag team, and I'll start with our grammarian of the evening, none other than Beth Wawero. Please help me welcome her. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As the grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I'll take note of any improper language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As the grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. The word of the day today is quandary. Quandary. The word is already displayed across the walls. This word, it's a noun that means a difficult situation or dilemma. Synonyms include uncertain, confusion, predicament. An example in a sentence, she was in a quandary about whether to accept the job offer or not. I encourage all speakers to use the word of the day. I'll give a report on the usage of the word of the day when called upon to give my reports. Back to you. Thank you, Beth. Our next role taker is the accountant. I was supposed to be the accountant of the evening, but now our past president has stepped in, Jackson Kangata. Oh, okay. Things have changed again. Clearly, we are playing chess here. And now it is Nick Sitima who will be the accountant of the evening. Welcome, Nick. Okay, it has refused.
Clearly, I'm the knight for the night. You know the knight that is being used at the chess. So my role is very simple. Sorry, I've been ambushed, but I was born ready. So I'm going to note any filler words. My role for the visitors. The role of the accountant is to note any filler words. Words like or someone trying to be like a stammerer or something like that. So there are also so and any other words. If you use more often, today I'll be very, very nosy with this. So start practicing your ears and make sure for any speakers coming here, please make sure that you use this well. Back to you, Timothy. Thank you.
Are we doing well with our chess game? Yeah, I hope we get to win. I'm a queen. Our next role taker is the timer, and I'm so happy that the Toastmaster of the day is in the room. Drum roll! But we are going to give her a few minutes to calm down, gather her thoughts as we continue introducing the tag team. So we'll hear from the timer this evening, who is Alejandra. I almost said Alejandra. Alejandra from Rafiki Toastmasters. Welcome.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster of the Day. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests once again. Yes, as timer, I will time the table topic speeches, the prepared speeches, and evaluations using the green. Just a minute. Yellow and red cards. So for the table topic speeches, the speakers should not take any more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will show the green card. At 1 minute 30 seconds, I will show the yellow card, and at 2 minutes, I will show the red card. For the prepared speeches, they will take 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I will show the green card. At 6 minutes, I'll show the yellow card, and at the 7 minute mark, I will show the red card. For the evaluations, they should be between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will show the green card. At 2 minutes, 30 seconds, I will show the yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I will show the red card. So thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you for visiting us, Alejandra from Rafiki. Rafiki are our Rafikis. Rafiki means friends, and they are lovely. Our next role taker this evening is Kendi Mugendi. Kendi Mugendi, that's a lovely name. She's the general evaluator this evening. Please help me welcome her.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As your general evaluator today, my responsibility is to sit back. You're invited here to how it's running. I think it's running very well currently. I am feeling a lot of pressure on how I'll give my report, but I know we will redeem ourselves. So I'll be working together with the tag team. So at the end of the meeting, I'm going to allow the tag team to give their reports, and then I'll give a report of how everything ran together. Thank you.
Thank you, Kendi. Back to the story I started with. The goal of playing chess, though, is not just to play the game, but to play the game wisely. Tonight, as we explore the speeches, the evaluations, and the impromptu speaking or thinking, I hope that we get to sharpen our moves on the chessboard of communication. This is our chessboard, not the normal chessboard. And that's, I hope by the evening, you get to say checkmate. You get a checkmate in this room. And to move on, sorry, I forgot the online audience. I'm sorry, I'm back here. To start off our, is our team ready? Vanessa, you ready? Okay, let me try. Let me introduce like the president. Our Toastmaster of the day this evening. Today I don't know how to use that. I've butchered it. Scratch that. I'll come back. I am wondering, so now do I take back my role, or I just let Sitima run with it and just relax? I just relax. Okay, I've already done a lot of talking this evening. All right, our Toastmaster of the evening is our current secretary. She's doing a splendid job. Have you seen the minutes, guys? Yes. We should share them with DTM Derek. He thinks he knows it all, but he could learn something from the Hill, even if he's DTM. The way she's articulate with capturing every detail of the meeting is commendable. We celebrate you, and it is okay to be late. We can't control the Nairobi traffic, but we're so happy to have you here. Vanessa, please help me welcome of the day.
Thank you guys for the warm welcome, and I apologize for my tardiness. I hope it did not leave us in a quandary. Okay, so I'm just going to reintroduce our theme before we move on to the next segment. Let me reintroduce our theme. Our theme of the day is checkmate, the parallels between life and chess. So you might be asking yourself, why chess? Chess is a game that has been played for over 1500 years, and it originated from the ancient Indian game of Chaturanga around the 6th century CE from the Gupta Empire. Chess has been played by both peasants and kings alike, and it has been used to strategize wars. And more recently, it has been used in the development of artificial intelligence. In 1997, the supercomputer Deep Blue competed against the then world champion Garry Kasparov, and since then it has been used to progressively improve AI. And just a few weeks ago, ChatGPT competed against X's Grok to emerge the best AI world champion. So that is AI against AI. So chess is something that is influencing our lives right now. And so many books have been written on chess and how the chess principles can be applied to our lives. So that's why I found this topic to be of importance, and I thought it would make sense to us as Toastmasters. So the chess game is usually divided into three parts. We have the opening game, the middle game, and the end game. So for now, in our Toastmasters meeting, we usually have three parts. The opening, which is the introduction part, which we have just done. And now we're going to enter the middle game, where we'll have our speakers who have prepared their speeches, and they've been working with their mentors. They have been working with their evaluators, and they've been preparing to awe us today. So I'm going to introduce our first speaker. And our first speaker is going to be Veronica Mongoi. And to the speakers and to the role takers, my question of the day was, how are you securing your future? Or how are you ensuring that you remain in the game? And Veronica's response was, I keep myself updated with what is happening, and this ensures that I am not left behind. And Veronica will be evaluated by David Waroi. So I'm going to invite David to introduce the first speaker, Veronica.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. My name is David, and I am from Simba Toastmasters. It is an honor to be at the Hill today, and I will be evaluating Veronica Wangoi, who is undertaking her Level 1 Project 2 speech on presentation mastery. The purpose of this project is for her to learn the methods of writing a speech with a purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. The title of her speech is Why We Need More Women in Leadership Positions. With this speech, she hopes to persuade her audience that increasing women in leadership is essential for building sustainable communities and to inspire us to support women stepping into these roles. Veronica has 5 to 7 minutes to deliver her speech. Why we need more women in leadership positions. Veronica Wangoi, why we need more women in leadership positions.
Allow me to start off with a question. How many women leaders come into your head at this moment? Beth, any leader that comes to your head, a female leader? Name? Any woman leader? Arnold? Thank you. Now, compare that to when we mention male leaders. How many leaders come to your head? Pardon? 1,001. Thank you so much. So you can see the difference between male leadership and female leadership. Over the years, we've seen so many strong women who have been coming up and rewriting history on women leadership. For instance, this is Queen Elizabeth. She's from London and she's known as the longest standing monarch. From India, we have Mother Teresa. She's known for her leadership with compassion and helping the poorest of the poor. Then, in Africa, we have our very own. Do you know her? Thank you. So this is Ellen Johnson, who was the first woman leader to be elected as a president in Africa. In our neighboring country here, we have our very own Samia Suluhu, who is the president of Tanzania. And when we narrow down, we come home, we have our very own Wangari Maathai, who is known for her environmental activism that led her to win the Nobel Peace Prize. Despite all these great achievements and heroes that we have in women leadership, women are still underrepresented in leadership. Globally, we form nearly half of the world population, but less than a third of the leadership positions are held by women. That is why today I'm here to share with you 3 main reasons why I believe women should hold positions of power. It's not just about equity, it's about representation and what we bring to the table. First, fellow Toastmasters and guests, having women in leadership positions lead to diversity. Diversity when it comes to the decisions making. Have you ever sat in a boardroom and all of you are thinking the same way? What tends to happen is that the decisions will be one-sided since they do not have perspective. Studies have shown that leadership teams that are made of diverse teams often make the best decision because they are innovative and they are more sustainable. That is why having women and bringing the different perspectives ensures diversity. Studies have also shown that women, especially in business, those who are in executive positions, the businesses tend to do better financially. If you go to governance, when we have women as leaders, they focus on issues that affect everyone, from education to health and to the community well-being. It does not mean that women are better than men. It means that women bring a different perspective when it comes to leadership. Secondly, when you talk about women being in leadership, it's about the unique leadership skills and styles that women bring. If I may ask, is leadership about someone who commands the loudest? Or is it about someone who shouts the loudest? What would you term leadership as? According to to the different studies, it shows that leadership, it's about leading with calmness, compassion, and care. That is what Mother Teresa taught us. Leading with compassion, going down to the level of the different people and serving them. It's about service, not about commanding the loudest. And with this, Mother Teresa won herself a Nobel Peace Prize because of her leadership style. Also, at the church level, she was accorded a sainthood level because of her leadership style. Therefore, you can see that women are able to lead with humanity, compassion, and care. Lastly, fellow Toastmasters and guests, when we talk about women and leadership, we talk about representation, ensuring that the needs of women are also represented. They are there. Imagine you're watching a TV and there is a woman leader there. Then your daughter turns to you and shares with you, Daddy, I would like to be like that woman when I grow up, because she sees her as a mirror. For me, that woman was Mother Karua. When I grew up, I kept seeing her. For those who don't know Mother Karua, she is a Kenyan politician who is known for her fearless fight for justice. Seeing her taught me that leadership is not just about gender, but it's about the vision, the mission, and the conviction to step forward and lead with courage. In conclusion, having women as leaders, it's because of these three main reasons. One, it's about diversity in decision making. Secondly, it's about the unique skills and leadership styles that we bring along. And lastly, it's about the representation of women. Therefore, fellow Toastmasters and guests, next time, when maybe you are to vote, to mentor, or to support any initiative, ask yourself, do we have women voices that are represented in this? I will leave you with one quote from Wangari Maathai. The higher you go in positions of power, the fewer the women become. Therefore, let's ensure they are represented.
Thank you, Toastmaster Veronica, for that splendid speech on diversity and including women in leadership. The same in chess, we always have different pieces that are bringing and playing different roles on the board, and together they help us to get to checkmate. I will introduce our second speaker. Our second speaker is Toastmaster Emma Wamoyo, and Emma's response to my question on what she does every day to ensure that she remains in the game is one step I take every day is staying consistent no matter the season I am in. I remind myself that for me to get to the big house, it doesn't matter how small it is, provided I move. It is the small steps and the consistency that matters. To evaluate Toastmaster Emma is Toastmaster David. William Ochomo, Toastmaster William Ochomo.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
Today, I am honored to evaluate Emma Maina. She's taking her next step on her Toastmasters journey, and she'll be doing her second project in level 1, where the purpose of her project is to learn or review basic methods for writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. The title of her speech is A Friday I Will Never Forget, Toastmaster Emma Maina, a Friday I will never forget. A Friday I will never forget Toastmaster Emma.
Thank you. It was a Friday evening. I was looking forward to a lovely Saturday, a lovely weekend after a heavy and a busy week. I finished my work as usual at 5 p.m., ready to go home. I picked my keys, my car keys, and headed for home. On my way, I picked my friend in town, and we decided to go shopping at the main Githurai market. When I was driving on the busy Thika Road highway, a lorry suddenly changed the lane and stopped a black tail. I swerved to avoid causing an accident and exited towards the market. Suddenly, a lady came running towards the main road, turned to my side, and was hit by my side mirror. She fell on the ground. I was in a quad. I rushed to assist her. Suddenly, I realized the dogs have entered my car. Not sure of what to do, I was confused. A middle-aged man came to my assistance and asked me to assist the lady get treated since she had some injuries. She started crying and screaming, "Umeniua, umeniua," meaning, "You have killed me, you have killed me." I lifted her slowly, turned with the assistance of the middle-aged man, and as we were moving, we realized that that was still in the car. He requested them to move out so that we could assist the lady to the hospital. We drove to the hospital. It was just 5 minutes away from the market. On arrival, we found a very good team of nurses, paramedics, and the doctor who were just in readiness to assist us. The lady was now getting calm and looked like the pain has subsided. The procedures went on well. She was treated on painkillers, that is Panadol. After investigations, we realized she had a fracture. I was requested to pay for the bills so that she would be transferred to a bigger hospital. I went back to the car to pick my handbag so that I could make payments, only to realize that my handbag has been stolen. I went back and requested them to allow me to go to the police station and report the case so that I could have the necessary documents as I continued with the treatment. I paid for the ambulance with the little money that I had, and the lady was transferred to a bigger hospital as I moved to the police station. At the police station, another ordeal began. They threatened to put me in cell and asked for money. I requested them to give me the documents first, the necessary ones that will assist me be able to follow up my case. My friend assisted me with the payments. We managed to pay for the cash bill, and I got the necessary documents after 3 hours. I felt good that finally I'm out of the police station and I was not put to the cell. On my way home, I received a phone call from a lady. She told me she is somewhere seated at the petrol station and has picked my bag. She realized how confused I was and she decided to keep it safe for me. I was so happy that we still have Christians in
Our next speaker is Toastmaster Rebecca Sakwa, who is joining us online. And Toastmaster Rebecca will be introduced by Toastmaster Jerry Yagiri. So I'm going to invite Toastmaster Jerry Yagiri.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Vanessa. May I please confirm that you can all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. This evening, I have the privilege of evaluating Rebecca Sakwa. Rebecca is part of the research pharmacy team at Makerere University, Johns Hopkins University, a team she speaks of with great pride. Beyond her professional life, Rebecca is a devoted family woman who enjoys all the joys that come with that role. She has a love for good food, a hearty laugh, and a special connection with children, often spending weekend mornings delighting in their world and fitting into their shoes. Rebecca is currently on the Presentation Mastery Pathway, Level 1, Project 4. The purpose of this project is for Rebecca to practice applying speech evaluation feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during a club meeting. For this first speech, because it's a three-part series, she has settled for a topic of her choice. And this is for the first evaluation and feedback speech. And after her speech today, she will carefully review the feedback that she receives. Now, when I asked Rebecca if there was anything specific she would like me to focus on, she mentioned her use of vocal variety and body language, including how she uses the stage. So I will indeed be on the lookout for that. Without further ado, fellow Toastmasters and guests, I present to you Rebecca Sakwa. Savor the moment. Savor the moment, Rebecca Sakwa.
The good old days. How many in the room and also online have had that phrase used or use it themselves by show of hand, those in the physical room, and by show of the Zoom hand, those who are online? I too count myself among the number of users of that phrase as well as listeners to that phrase. Recounting lovely experiences from the past brings such warmth to my heart as we sit together with family and friends. It also triggers laughter. Nonetheless, thinking the past is better than the present stops us from enjoying the now. The now will soon be the past, and we won't go back to that moment to give it another shot. One of my friends once said to me, Bex, when you're 29, you're always fretting about being 29, and that's the last year in your 20s, and you wish you were 28, because then you had 2 years to be in your 20s. But next year, you get to be 30, and you feel so bad that you can no longer say that you're in your 20s. You have no claim on the 20s anymore, and you wish that you are back in your 20s and feel like this year was better than this year. And all that time, you've forgotten to live in the now, to savor the moment. And sometimes it's not because of longing for the past, because it was lovely. At the times, the past has so much trauma attached to it that we fail to move past that trauma to get to a place and enjoy what is happening now. So whether the past is the good old days or the bad old days, I'll share with you 3 things that I'm using to help me live the present, using the acronym TLC. T. Be thankful. There are people that were here yesterday and not here today. To be able to breathe unaided, walk, to smile, look around you and enjoy the beautiful forest, to listen, to be able to speak, to enjoy good food, and wonderful things to be grateful for. Each time we're grateful, we get to be able to enjoy the moment and focus on the now. Number two, learn. Learn from the past and use those lessons to live in the present. Once, when I was in traffic on a road in Kampala, it's called Ginger Road, there are certain traffic lights at a place called Kibun House. Sometimes the traffic policemen come to control the traffic and don't regard the traffic light signals. So they use their hands to stop traffic from one side and then signal to other traffic to move. So this morning, the traffic policeman put his hand out for the traffic coming from my right-hand side to stop and then signal for us who are coming on the lane that was on to move forward. So I moved forward with all the determination, knowing that I have the green light to go forward. Unknown to me, a motorbike rider that paid no attention to what the policeman had signaled to their side, chose to keep running, and he came and bumped into the right side of my car, causing such damage. After that incident, I now take what the policeman signal brings forward with a pinch of salt. So I always inch forward really slowly, looking around for any errant motorbike riders so that I don't have to pay for car damages another round. The third one, be courageous. Courageously embrace the challenges and the wins of the present. One of the challenges I'm facing right now is forgetfulness. So what I've done is pair off some of the things I'll easily forget with things I can't forget. When I need to leave the house with some items that I don't routinely leave the house with, I place them next to the car keys. So when I'm heading out of the house, I'll pick the car keys and pick that item as well and head out with it, because I cannot drive out of the compound without the keys. The other thing we're doing is celebrating wins, whether they are big things or small things, like achieving something at school, in the sports club, for the children. We always learn to celebrate them in big ways and small ways. So next time, you're not pondering about the past and the present, choose TLC. Fellow Toastmasters, choose TLC. 1, be thankful. Learn from the past and courageously embrace the present with all its wins and challenges. Savor the moment. Back to you, Toastmaster. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rebecca, for that amazing speech. Be thankful, learn. So in chess, we know that, or in life, we know that it rarely follows a straight path. Sometimes you're caught unexpectedly. Maybe you are asked abruptly to give a toast at an event or to give a vote of thanks. In chess, we believe that attack is the best defense. And the best piece to set up an attack in chess is usually the knight. The knight moves in an L-shaped manner and can jump over any of the other pieces and position itself strategically to weaken the other team. In Toastmasters, we want to develop our communication skills so that we can be able to communicate if called upon abruptly or impromptu. So the knight that is going to help us with this attack today is our table topics master, Toastmaster Makori Ebenezer. And his response to my question on what he does every day to ensure that he remains in the game is, the one step I take every day is continuous learning from areas I deploy and I enjoy, like psychophilosophy, to those I don't really care much for, but recognize I must embrace, like AI and computer science. Let's welcome our table topics master. guest speaker using the ballot papers that you have. Our first speaker was Toastmaster Veronica Wangoi. Then we had Emma Wamoyo, and the last speaker, Rebecca Sakwa. Timer, they were all within time. Were they all within time? Yes, they were all within time, so we are going to vote for. All of them are eligible to be voted for.
Toastmasters and guests, good evening. This is yet another moment where the nerves are hitting the roof. We're excited, we're scared. Some of us are praying that they're invisible. However, don't be, because the moment you take this opportunity, you practice your impromptu speaking, you strengthen the mental mouth connection so that the next time you are asked to introduce yourself, you don't forget your name. Or when your significant other asks you why you forgot the anniversary, you can strategically move the queen so that you don't get checkmated. Grammarian, pardon my French. That said, I'm going to, fantastic, ground rules. I'll ask a question, you'll have a maximum of 2 minutes to respond. And for those who are here, you respond from here. And for those who are online, you don't need to take the podium, just respond from wherever you are. I'll start with my first question. So if you know me, be scared because I'll pick you. My first question. Share a moment someone underestimated you and you surprised them, or vice versa. A moment someone underestimated you, but then you surprised them. Derek.
Thank you so much, Table Topics Master. Ladies and gentlemen, Winston Churchill once said, "Courage is what it takes to stand up and speak." He continued and said, "Courage is also what it takes to sit down and listen." I enjoy being the underdog. And you might ask why. Well, it gives me a profound opportunity, might I say, with no quandary, because I can, like a knight, attack from any position. Picture this. Not dressed to fit the occasion, and all the audience members think of you like just any Tom, Dick, and Harry. And better yet, you're called up to speak. And based on your dressing or on your outlook, some people perceive you as not best fit for that role. As the wise men say, never judge a book by its cover. And that's the moment when you're able to deliver from the floor, everybody gets a different glimpse of you. But let me throw it back to you, the audience. How has society conditioned us to look at someone and then form opinions on the spot about themselves? My personal examples, I love wearing running shoes, even when I'm wearing a suit. But sometimes you get to a room and people think that you're not dressed to fit the occasion, so you have to abide and wear maybe official shoes. But I'd love for you to challenge that notion and ask yourself, what are your running shoes? What is that occasion that you maybe seem not to fit, but in your mind, you are the right fit? Back to you, Table Toastmasters.
Given out, very as soon as that Winston Churchill asked, "What shoes are you wearing?" So apparently no one was actually listening. What did Churchill say? Wear the right shoes. The second question, checkmate means game over. If you could checkmate one habit from your life, what would it be? Checkmate means game over. If you could checkmate one habit from your life, what would that be? Ian. Get up again. Okay.
Thank you very much. A habit I would put to an end in my life. I'd say proper sleeping habit. I'm putting it as a case of due to the career I'm in. I'm in the investment professional. I'm an investment professional. More specifically, I'm in fund management, so it deals a lot with investing of clients' money, and it's having proper understanding of this is funds that people do sweat and looking did sweat to earn these funds, and so there's proper due diligence that you have to place when investing in these funds. So it gives me a lot of sleepless nights, and it's for sure it's a habit that I'm working a lot to just enhance in terms of my sleeping, reading a lot. Yeah, thanks.
Toastmasters, kindly sleep well. That's it. That was my check moment. An absolute pleasure listening to you guys. And the ultimate check goodness. That one moment is responding when you have absolutely no idea what you're supposed to say. You're trusting your mind to actually say something you believe in. That's it. It was an absolute pleasure being your table topic master of the evening.
Thank you to our table topics master. You can take a moment to vote for our table topic speakers. We had Toastmaster David and Ian. And vote for the one. Yes, Derek and Ian. Also, you have in the ballot. You also have a section for feedback. You can give feedback to any of the speakers. You can even give a word of encouragement to them. Thank you. Our accountant is working assiduously. The chessboard may be small, but the lessons are vast. Every move in chess, just like every decision, shapes the path ahead. And it's how you maneuver through the challenges and how you recover from setbacks and how you strategize for the future that determines who you are. In chess, we have the piece that is called a pawn. And the pawn moves forward one step at a time. It takes small steps. But the truth is, a pawn, if it moves strategically and avoids any setbacks or any attacks from the opponent, when it gets to the other end, it can actually become king. We'll now get into our evaluation session where we're going to have the speakers being evaluated. And my first evaluator is going to be Toastmaster David Warui. And his response to my question on what he does every day or what steps he takes to ensure that he remains in the game is: having a tech career, you have to stay on top of your game by always sharpening your skills. To accomplish this, I do daily quizzes on various coding platforms to sharpen my skills and to ensure I remain valuable in the job market. Welcome, Toastmaster David, to evaluate the group.
The higher you go in positions of power, the fewer women you will encounter. You guys are not attentive. Congratulations, Veronica, for that very persuasive and informative speech. It actually left me in a quandary, wondering what I will highlight as the things that you did well. But I picked up on the things that really stood out for me. And one is that you had a really good speech structure. You used the 3 parts of a speech. You started with an introduction. You told us about the disparity in representation of women in leadership. Then you went on to the body, where you even pointed out a few of the women who were prominent in leadership. Then you gave us 3 reasons as to why we need more women in leadership. Then you concluded your speech by having a summary of the points that you highlighted and even giving us a call to action that the next time we go to vote, we need to consider women in our voting. The other thing that you really excelled at is that you had a good audience engagement. You opened up your speech with posing a question to the audience. She asked how many women leaders you can mention top of your head, and a few of us were not able to do that. So great audience engagement of using questions, and not only in the beginning, even in between your speeches, you had moments where you posed questions to the audience, engaging us throughout and keeping us attentive. The other thing that really stood out is that you had good hand gestures when you were explaining your points. That was really good on your end. One area that you might want to improve on is on your stage movements. I noticed that you refrained from moving on the sides. You only restricted yourself moving just forward and back, and obviously to get your props on the side, but you can make use of this whole stage here. I believe even the screen provides enough space for you to do your movements on stage. What you can challenge yourself with moving forward is to incorporate more vocal variety in your speech. I noticed that most of your speech was more of a monotone, and using more vocal variety in your speech will help you to deliver your speeches in your points in a more powerful manner. For example, when you are saying women make up about half of the world population, you can say women make up about half of the world population. And that is something that can stick with the audience. Overall, I believe you will have achieved the purpose of this project, which was to deliver a well-structured speech, and you had great use of props, amazing audience engagement, and even a powerful call to action. And I know that most of us have captured the 3 points that you highlighted to us, which was women bring diversity, equality in representation, and uniqueness in leadership skills. I commend you for that job well done, and all the best in your future projects.
Thank you, Toastmaster David. In chess, we have one of the pieces that is called the rook. And the rook's major job is usually to protect the king. That is usually its first job. The first job that the rook should do is to castle the king. Make sure that the king is hidden at a corner where the opponent's team cannot be able to attack easily. Our next evaluator, who will be evaluating Toastmaster Emma, is Toastmaster William Ochomo. Let's welcome Toastmaster William.
I'll respond to her question on one thing that I do to ensure that I keep on going is I drink water to ensure that I nurture the body that I have till old age. Yes. So on to my evaluation. Clarity beats polish. And this project in Toastmasters emphasizes on this point. We are encouraged to focus on the clarity of whatever we're presenting as speakers, rather than the delivery and the sprinkles that you can put in your speech to make it awesome. Emma, you delivered a very relatable story on how you had a very exciting Friday. Aren't we all familiar with how we have many adventures as drivers? Scenarios where you are swerved off the road on the Thika highway, or scenarios where you almost lose your heart when a matatu driver honks at you while you're driving. So you presented a very relatable story that all the audience could resonate with on how driving experiences are on the road. Over in your speech, you also had sprinkles of humor, and there was dark humor, like Madam Unaniua, drawing the audience to engage with your story and to laugh a bit so that they are gripped with whatever you're talking about. On to the area of improvement, your speech was mostly in terms of the purpose. I struggled to find a clarity on the purpose of your speech. It could be either four things. It could be to entertain, it could be to persuade, it could be to inspire. What I could see was it was to entertain for the audience as far as what you are able to present today. But in terms of the purpose of the project, we need to also be able to see a generic and a specific purpose of your speech, which a specific purpose of your speech is what you can leave the audience with once they get out of this room. And you had an opportunity to leave us with a call to action. When you're driving on the road, you have a choice to either be a Dominic Toretto or Angelo Wauba who will leave immediately once they have hit someone on the road, or you can choose the other option of taking the casualty you hit on the road to the hospital, and then you can report this case to the police station, and the third point is you can reach out to your insurance to help you amend your car. Yeah. So a challenge to you is to work on that, bringing out a specific purpose in your speech. Leave your audience with something that they can work towards as they leave this room. In summary, continue giving relatable stories that your audience can appreciate. Work on giving a specific purpose that leaves the audience with something to think about. And I'm sure this is a start of a great journey for you. Continue giving your speeches.
Thank you, Toastmaster William. Our next evaluator is Toastmaster Jerry Kiagere, and her response to my question on what she does every day to ensure that she remains in the game is, as a fashion stylist who hasn't gone through formal schooling for this field, my most valuable asset is my creative eye. To keep sharpening it and to stay at par with other incredible stylists, I dedicate at least an hour a day to learning something new about fashion and style. It keeps me inspired, builds my knowledge base, and ensures I am always growing. Welcome, Toastmaster Jerry Kiagiri.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Be thankful, learn from the past, and be courageous. What a wonderful speech, Rebecca. First of all, I'd like to commend you for stepping into this role at the 11th hour. I don't know whether you had been preparing or simply you saw an opportunity and you seized it when it came, because you handled this with a lot of grace. And one day I truly aspire to emulate that confidence that you had when doing this role impromptu. So well done for that. Rebecca, you had a strong opening. You began with the good old days, and this instantly drew us in and made us eager to hear more from you. I also loved how you engaged both your online and in-person audience right from the start by asking us a question. So this created an immediate connection with us. Your title, Savor the Moment, it was both powerful and fitting. You anchored your entire message around it, repeating it throughout your speech. And this reinforced it as the key takeaway. You also used an acronym, TLC. This acronym, be thankful, learn from the past, be courageous. It was, first of all, it was one, memorable. Number two, it was easy to follow. And number three, it was well connected to your central message. So well done for that. Another highlight in your speech was your storytelling skills. I must say that they were wonderful. The personal anecdote you shared about being in traffic, this really painted a vivid picture and transported us right to the scene at Ginger Road, if I recall correctly. I think you mentioned Ginger Road. And that touch of real life experience made your message even more relatable and impactful. Again, well done for that. I really appreciated how you incorporated gestures into your speech. For example, when you shared the ginger traffic anecdote, your hand movements on the steering wheel brought the story to life, and it also made it vivid for us. So again, well done. What I'd like to encourage you to work on is your use of body positioning. So for instance, when you turn your head, when you shared the first story, you remained in this position for a while, and it was a bit too long without shifting back or engaging with the audience. And this sort of like made us feel like you had momentarily left us a bit out of the conversation. So in the future, you could explore ways to maintain the connection without spending too much time in one position. All in all, in conclusion, I want to say congratulations to you, Rebecca, on delivering such a fantastic speech this evening. Keep speaking, keep polishing your craft each day, and continue growing. You are without a doubt a great speaker. Stay true to the Toastmasters process and seek out even more podium time, both online and also in person. I must commend you for how well you use the stage, despite the limitation of giving a speech, the limitation that giving a speech online comes with. So well done, you did amazing. Back to you, Toastmasters.
Thank you, Toastmaster Njeri Kiagire, for that evaluation. I'll now ask us to vote for the better evaluator. Were they all within time? Okay, so I'm being advised that we will not be voting as the second and the third evaluators were both above time. Therefore, the first evaluator will claim that title for today. The other pieces in the chess game that we have is one called the bishop. And the bishop moves diagonally any number of spaces forward or backwards. Therefore, the bishop can be able to come from very far and attack unknowingly if the opponent is not king. And the other piece we have, and one of the most important pieces just after the king, is the queen. And the queen can move in any direction, any number of spaces. Therefore, both the bishop and the queen can be able to, like a sniper, they can attack and they can point at your king from a very far distance. That is why in chess you have to have your eyes on the board, have your eyes on your king at all times. We now enter the end game of our Toastmasters meeting, which is where we get to hear the evaluation reports from the team. And I've been working with an awesome team who have been helping me to manage the meeting, from the hour counter to the timer and the grammarian who has been keeping our language in check, and finally the general evaluator. Just as the king needs his team to ensure that he does not get into checkmate, I have been depending on this team to help me to have a successful meeting today. So I'm going to invite our general evaluator, who is going to invite all the other members of the team to give their reports. Let's welcome our general evaluator, Kendi.
Good evening once again. I believe we've had a good meeting. I would love to invite the tag team to give their reports, and then I'll close with my reports. I will begin with our counter, Nick Sitema.
Good evening, Toastmasters and fellow guests. I had such a good time, apart from until DTM Derek, just to tell you something. I know you're not used to a hybrid meeting in September. So as you come, please don't come too close because there was signatures too. Yeah, then it went off. Anyway, back to my reports. Like I mentioned, I was checking on the filler words for the sake of visitors. The filler words are so, I, or sometimes someone filling with other filler words that are not mentioned. Veronica Wangoi, you gave me such an easy time. Please clap. Same to Emma Maina. Then we had Vanessa Moniki. Don't worry, you only had 2 filler words on the so and you had 7. Rebecca Sakwa, I didn't get any filler word. If I was going to a word, it could have, Jerry could have tied with Ian. who came closely to about 10 filler words of ah. Makori Ebenezer, apart from clapping and hitting hard on the table, he had one filler word, so. DTM Derek, he had to prove he's a DTM, so no filler word. David Warui, actually to acknowledge the filler words, I loved what they were doing in the last meeting. Once that bell is there, let's try to use it so that we are able to acknowledge or know, be aware of when we are using it. This was giving you credit to your club. William Ochomo, you came third, tying closely with 3 filler words. Clap for him. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Nick. Thank you even for stepping up. Our next role taker will be Beth Mongoi, our grammarian.
Good evening once again, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As the grammarian, I am happy to report that there was good usage of grammar tonight. I'm very happy. I enjoyed the meeting. There were several phrases and words that I picked. For example, DTM Derek used the word profound opportunity, meaning very meaningful. Toastmasters Emma used the word ordeal, began to mean an unpleasant experience. Pain succeeded to mean pain reduced. Heavy Friday to mean a stressful Friday or a busy Friday. Our topic master used a phrase, nervous hitting the roof, meaning being nervous. Our TMOD used a thought that I like, that is attack is the best defense. I think it's a proverb. There were also some sayings that I picked from the speeches. Our first speaker, that is Toastmaster Veronica Wangoi, mentioned the higher you go in a position of power, the fewer women we become. Toast DTM Derek, courage is what it takes to stand and speak and to sit and listen. However, there were several direct translation I picked, like put in the cell, maybe meaning being held in the police station. And to the word of the day was quandary. I had quandary, whatever, meaning being in a dilemma or confusion. And you know, picking the word of the day itself is a quandary. So you left me in a quandary. Was it difficult? The word of the day was used 9 times. I expected more, but it's okay. Our president used it 2 times. Then it was used by the SAAA, TMOD, the grammarian, Toastmaster Emma, Toastmaster Rebecca, DTM Derek, and Toastmaster Warun. That's all.
Thank you so much, Beth. Our last role taker will be our timer. Clap for her.
Good evening, Toastmasters, once more. Good evening. Yes, it was my honor to be the timer for tonight's meeting, and I would like to commend the Hill for starting on time. We started right on time, and despite having a quandary in the beginning, all other sections of the meeting went on well. And as we are proceeding, someone else will say we are cruising very nicely. We're right on time. So I'll go ahead and give my timer's report. For the prepared speeches, all the 3 speakers were within time. The first speaker took 7 minutes, 4 seconds. The second speaker, Toastmaster Emma Minor, took 5 minutes, 35 seconds. And the third speaker, Toastmaster Rebecca Sakwa, took 5 minutes, 27 seconds. On to the table topics. DTM Derek Mandela took 2 minutes 10 seconds, and the second speaker, who was Ian, took 1 minute 31 seconds, which was well within time. For the evaluations, the first evaluator, David Warui, took 3 minutes 4 seconds. The second and third evaluators were well above time. The second evaluator took 3 minutes 37 seconds, which was 37 seconds above the stipulated time, and the third evaluator, Pastor Njeri Kiagiri, took 3 minutes 54 seconds. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you very much. And thank you for visiting our club. I will give my reports. I will start with the preparation of the meeting. I would love to commend the VPM. The meeting was planned on time. The roles were taken very early. I believe by the weekend, everything was done. And the VPR also took up from there, did the poster. The poster was distributed on time. I believe we really did well on that. There was also a dry meeting that was done yesterday at 6 p.m. I believe majority of the role takers showed up. I personally did not, and I apologize for that. But also that was also done on time. I also saw the link was shared by SAA on time, so that was very well done. So for the meeting today, the meeting started right on time as our timer has told us, but I would also want to commend us for recovering the time. We started a bit, things were looking a bit shaky at the beginning, but I'm very proud of us for recovering the time. The venue was changed very untimely. It was not communicated, but I want to also applaud the team for putting up signages and things outside. We were able to find where the meeting was, even though there was no communication that was done. The setup, things were looking a little bit shaky also, but I also want to give the team credit because if the venue was changed, it also means they were also unsettled with the starting up. But then again, they really were flexible and were able to save on all the things that were happening. I would also want to applaud the president and the IPP for stepping up when we were having challenges at the beginning with the TMOD situation. Thank you, Nick. When we were having some challenges at the beginning, the president kept the room engaged by engaging the visitors, the visiting Toastmasters, and we even had someone volunteer to step up and be the Toastmaster of the day. So that is very commendable. Our role takers of the evening were they arrived on time, they had a great understanding of their responsibilities, and I believe they delivered. So I would also want to applaud them for that. Our evaluators also did a great job. They provided good insights of the speeches that were given tonight, and they even provided, constructive and proper feedback. Our speakers tonight also brought their best. I believe we've had lovely speeches this evening, and that is also very commendable. Our table topic master of the day also did a good job, but I would have appreciated if we had more speakers. We only had an opportunity for 2 people to speak at the table topic slot. Thank you again. So I believe we could. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, our table topic master has left, but maybe next time we could have. I don't want to recommend increasing the time, but maybe we can slot it in a way that we can give more people an opportunity to speak. I would also want to thank the people who took an opportunity, who agreed to speak at the table topic slot. That was very good. Derek and Ian, thank you for agreeing to come and speak. Our audience, I would also want to thank you for being very attentive throughout the meeting. Thank you for keeping our speakers and our evaluators and the role takers engaged by clapping and by also snapping when the word of the day was used. I've noted we had a few movements at the beginning of the meeting, but then somewhere along the meeting we were able to settle and pay attention, so that is also good. Overall, I would say we had a very great meeting, even with the challenges that we experienced at the beginning. I would want to thank each and every one of us for sticking by and enjoying the meeting. Thank you and have a good night.
Peter and the TAG team for the comprehensive reports that they've given us. The beauty of Toastmasters is that in every meeting, you always learn something. The speakers will teach you something new. The evaluators will come up with a point that you have never thought about. And the accounters and the grammarian and the timer will ensure that you learn how to use good English, you learn how to keep time and to conduct a successful meeting. And it is the same in chess, that we always learn a lot in every game. And the goal of chess is that it's not to win or to lose, but to ensure that you learn or you teach with every move. I'm going to leave you with a few lessons from chess that you can incorporate in your own life. The first one is patience and the power of small actions. Make every decision cautiously and always remember that although the pawn moves one step at a time, it can become king. The second one is to maneuver through challenges. The opponent will set traps and will put you in a quandary of whether to retreat or to sacrifice. How you handle challenges in your own life and setbacks without surrendering is what defines who you are. Remember that the king cannot survive alone. He needs his army. The same for you. Find the people who will stand by you, who will support you, who will fight for you and open doors for you. In chess and in life, there are no guarantees. The queen may fall, the rook may stumble, but it is the perseverance of the king in the end game that finally allows you to say checkmate. Thank you for having me as your TMOD today. I've enjoyed the meeting and I hope that you have enjoyed too and learned a lot from the speakers, the evaluators, and the whole team, and have also learned some principles that you can incorporate in your own life from chess. I'll now hand it back to the president.
Wow. Thank you very much to our TMOD, Vanessa Moniki. Please give her one more round of applause. That was amazing. It's been an amazing evening, and we thank you, TMOD, for coming to the rescue. We were in a quandary in the beginning, and we are glad you were able to come and save the king at the end of the day. So there was no checkmate. So we'll now move on to our next section, where we give credit to the better role takers for today's meeting. We've had a table topic session, we had an evaluation session, and we've also had speakers who've come on and given us incredible speeches. So I will confirm through our SAA, are the ballots in? Do we have clear winners? Yes, we do. So first off, because we all know the better evaluator this evening, we'll start off by inviting the better evaluator, David, to come forth and receive his award. Thank you very much, David. You did an excellent job in your evaluation, and we commend you for that. So our next award will go out to a better table topic speaker, and this will be going to DTM Derek Mandela. Last but not least, we have our better speaker this evening, and that goes to Toastmaster Veronica Wangoi. Thank you and congratulations to all our role takers and speakers this evening. We do appreciate you for giving us such an enticing meeting today. So before we go on to our other business, we'll move on to one of our favorite sections of Toastmasters, where we welcome our new members. So we'll be moving on to what we call our induction ceremony. We have 6 new members who have joined the club within the last 2 months, and we want to formally induct them into the club. So SAA, are we ready with our So as the SAA sets up, I will begin by going through my role as the inducting officer. Okay, so fellow Toastmasters and guests, it is now our duty and privilege to induct 6 new members into the Hill Toastmasters Club. This is an important occasion, both for these new members as well as for our club. These individuals have come to Toastmasters seeking to improve their communication and leadership, and we now have an opportunity to help them learn, grow, and achieve. I will now call our new members forward and ask them to join me at the lectern. Please withhold your applause until the ceremony is completed. So I will begin by calling them. Toastmaster Sandra Matata. We need to confirm if she's online. Toastmaster Evan Barry. Toastmaster Evans Kipto. Toastmaster Ivy Karanja. Toastmaster Januarius Koskei. And Toastmaster Naomi Mora. Naomi will be joining us from online. Seems we have apologies from the other 3. So to our Toastmasters, including Naomi online, you are joining a worldwide organization that has helped more than 4 million people learn to communicate more effectively. As members of the Hill Toastmasters Club, you will benefit from a proven program of self-development. You'll become part of an outstanding group of people who are dedicated to helping one another in a spirit of sharing and enjoyment. Mr. VPE Mudenda, have these new members been given an opportunity to discuss their needs and goals with the club?
Yes, they have.
Have they been told how the Toastmasters program works and informed of the many benefits they will receive as the obligations of membership? All right. This will go to our VPM, who have been assigned as mentors for these new members. SAA, we can project the names of the mentors. We have the mentors listed here. Lillian Kimando, Kristen Ombaka, Kelvin Okari, Monica Kafue, Cyril Wanda, and Nick Maro. Would these Toastmasters please stand up? As experienced Toastmasters, you have been asked to help these new members get off to a good start. Do you accept this responsibility and pledge to share your knowledge and experience with our new members so that they can immediately begin to benefit from their Toastmasters membership? Yes, we do. Excellent. You may take your seats. To our new members, membership in this club and in Toastmasters International is a privilege that carries with it many rewards. Yet it also places certain obligations upon you. We're a group of people brought together to do things we could not accomplish alone. Our collective obligation is to grow and improve ourselves and to share our knowledge and experience with fellow members in a spirit of enjoyment. This means you must work diligently towards your own self-development, evaluate others' speeches in a spirit of support and sharing, assist the club in reaching its goals, remain positive, and keep a smile on your face. We now ask our new members We ask you, our new members, to dedicate yourselves to personal growth, to share this great gift with your fellow members, and to help keep this Toastmasters Club strong and dynamic. So, our dear members, I will invite you closer to the screen so that you can read out the following words. So you can simply recite you state your name, and then we can read the rest.
Okay. So I, Ivan Barry, in the presence of my fellow members, the Hill Toastmasters, make the firm obligation to attend meetings regularly and prepare fully for each assignment, to apply myself to the projects outlined in the Toastmasters education program, to participate actively in the club activities, to evaluate others in a positive, constructive manner, to build open, friendly relationships with my fellow members, and to bring other new members into the club so that they can also gain the benefits of Toastmasters.
Okay, so I will also invite Janarius and Naomi, she's online. Yeah, Naomi is online. You can read it together, but recite your name under the blank space.
Okay. I, Januarius, in the presence of my fellow members, the Hill Toastmasters Club, make this firm obligation to attend meetings regularly and prepare fully for each assignment, to apply myself to the projects outlined in the Toastmasters education program, participate actively in club activities, to evaluate others in a positive, constructive manner, to build open, friendly relationships with my fellow members, and to bring other new members into the club so that they can also gain the benefits of Toastmasters.
Thank you very much, Janarius. Is Naomi online? Are you able to speak, Toastmaster Naomi? You can unmute and give your pledge.
I, Naomi Mora, in the Masters Club, make this firm obligation to attend meetings regularly and prepare fully for each assignment in the Toastmasters actively in the club activities, to evaluate others in a positive, constructive manner, to build open, friendly relationships with my fellow members, and to bring other new members into the club so that they can also gain of Toastmasters.
Thank you. Would all members of the Hill Toastmasters Club please stand and repeat your club's pledge to its new members? I hope it is legible. For those who are nearby, please let's go ahead and read. We, the members of the Hill Toastmasters Club, pledge to support you in your quest for self-development, to provide you with positive, helpful evaluations, to maintain a friendly, supportive atmosphere, to give you opportunities to others, and to make your Toastmasters. Great. So you are now officially inducted to the Hill Toastmasters Club. I'd like to appreciate, for those who are here physically, you go home with a token. Oh. Apologies, it's the first time we're doing this, so we're going to deal with our quandary in a decent manner. So we'd like to welcome you officially to the Hill. And to you, Toastmaster Generarius, welcome to the Hill. Big round of applause to Naomi. When you come for your next meeting, please come and pick your ribbon from our SAA. I don't know if your candy will still be here by then, but you're welcome to the next physical meeting, and you can grab something from me. So thank you very much for sitting with us through the induction session. We'll now move on to other club business. Do we have any announcements from the Exco? Yes, Mutanda? Round of applause.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and our honored guests. Just two quick announcements. The first one is that we usually circulate the call for road takers at least a week before we have a meeting. Our encouragement to you is please take up those roles. We love having guests here, don't get that wrong. But then our priority is to you as our members, isn't it? And also remember that this is an education program. So take up those roles, make sure that, don't let the quandary of whether you should take it or not stop you from taking up a role. We're here to support you. All of us can actually make time to have a discussion if it's an assignment that you are worried about, whether it's timer, table topics role, any of those. Make sure that you make the time to have a short discussion with us, and we'll be here to help you out. The second announcement I'd like to make is that there's a slight change. In fact, that's how it should have been, in the way that we would be taking up some assignments. You have noticed that if you're the TMOD, you're now the one sending the agenda item. Of course, all those things are being done by the TMOD. The point is this: you have an opportunity to take the leadership role when you have some of these assignments. Thus, we'll be giving a lot more to you for you to be able to take on those leadership roles, for you to practice, to organize a team, to get everybody together, to get people psyched up for the meeting, so that you can be able to, no. That is yours, you're not getting out of it. So we want to make sure that when you have these roles, you take on that leadership role. You're able to organize your team, you're able to encourage people. The meeting is yours. In fact, I was reminded today when I asked if someone else can make a decision, I was promptly ignored and then mentioned that the TMODs want to make that decision. So as the TMOD, this is your show. We're here to support, of course. We'll make sure that it is a success. But otherwise, we'll give you the opportunity to take on those leadership roles. With those few words, let me hand over back to the president.
Do we have any other announcements from the Exco? VPM, I think you have an announcement.
Okay.
Clap for her as she comes on stage.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Call for renewals, kindly. We do not want to lose all of you. We would like you to start paying. We have a very flexible way of payment. You don't need to do the whole bullet for the whole year. We can start right away. It's 3,084. Somebody can check for me in the group. Can we all commit to pay this week sometime? At least. Yeah? Me, I'm paying this week. Who else do I see this week? No? Yeah. Vanessa, we can do this. Let's do this so that the next meeting, at least we are like 50% done. Let's commit to do it by end of August, if possible. It's very important. It's 3,000? 3,400, 3 times. Very flexible. It's just like what we do pizza on a Wednesday. It's easy peasy. We can do this. Let's sacrifice our Friday this weekend, our drinks. Do away with that Muzinga this weekend and let's pay up. Yeah? Okay, have a good evening.
Do we have any other announcements from the expo? Yes, thank you. IPP has an important announcement tonight.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Good evening, summer Toastmasters.
Good evening!
I know they're burning to get a banner, but we intend to keep you here longer than you want. Anyway, how many know how old the Hill Toastmasters Club is? Anyone? Yes, Mercy?
6 turning 7.
Yay! Well done. Hey, you're keeping tabs. Eh? Are you the next district director? Of course.
In 10 years.
Ooh, okay. So the Hill Toastmasters is turning 7 in September. And to mark that amazing milestone, we shall have celebrations, proper celebrations. Can you tell your neighbor we are celebrating? Tell them, Atam, yeah, we are celebrating. Yes, and the second meeting of September is when we shall be celebrating. Invite a guest, invite a friend. Remind those old Toastmasters, DTM Daddy, can you bring the DTMs to us? Yes, you told us you have many DTMs. You don't mind having them. Thank you, Princess. We hear you, yes. welcome for the cake and the drink. So that's all there. I wanted to let you know. Please rise that our second meeting in September is celebrating our 7th year anniversary. Back to you, President.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So our final announcement is with regard to the contest season. As I mentioned last meeting, effective next month, we want people to start signing up and getting ready for the contest. So please sign up with our SAA and you'll be able to slot in for the various contest positions that are available. We do want each and every one of you to participate, at least at the club level, and then see how you rank through the area and division and district levels as you progress through the contests. So without further ado, I do know we have various guests and visiting Toastmasters, but in the interest of time, I will officially close the meeting, and then all our guests and visiting Toastmasters will have an opportunity to address us. Is that okay?
No.
No, all right. So what is the point of order? Okay, we have been banned from officially closing this meeting because we have a group that is here, but they have not stated what their area of need is. But it's seemingly visible from behind me. But allow me make one quick clarification. Dear members of the Hill Toastmasters Club, if you do not have your tag, I'm taking note because we really enjoy collecting these fines. If you do not have your tag, kindly see our VPM and deposit your fine of 200 shillings, just 200 shillings in our PayPal so that we can get enough money for the cakes, like the one we are planning on eating today. So if you do not have your tag, kindly make payment and we shall come and check with you if you do not. For the new members, your tags are waiting for you. You shall pick the same today. Secondly, is for our guests. we have a fee of 300 shillings. If you haven't already paid, kindly pay through our Vice President of Membership. The payment details are at the back of the room. So allow me to recognize any guests we have. Kindly stand up. All the guests, do stand up and come to the front. Big round of applause. Wow, we have a very big number of guests. I hope Sama is looking at this and not planning to take any of them away. So, dear guests, in less than a minute, kindly introduce yourself and tell us where you learned about the club from. We can start from this corner. Feel free to step closer to the mic so that the online audience can hear you.
Hi, everyone. Hi. My name is Regina. I learned about this club through my colleagues, Arnold and Mudenda. I work with them at Zepri. And there was Dora. I think she used to also come here. And I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much. Good evening. My name is Jennifer. I learned about Toastmasters a while back. I think I wanted to join, but I was not able to. I can't remember why. And then recently, my friend Leah introduced it back to me, and she gladly invited me to this one. So I'm here to see what happens and hopefully join you. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Hope you all well. I'm Andrew. It's my second time here. I was invited by Stella. I probably certainly most of you know her. So, and then maybe Kumbushwa and Madam President. I'm really hoping to stick around. I really don't stick around, but I'll try and stick around, see how this goes. Thank you.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Good evening. I am Commander Ndungu. I'm a medical student. I was invited here by this man, Njolo Binaina. And I'm glad to have come today because there's a cake here. So I'm glad to be here. This is my very first time, and I'm hoping to be a member in a few weeks.
Good evening. My name is Ian Wangai. It's my first time here, as well baptism by fire. It's a quandary. I'm here on invitation by my colleague, Ivan Barry. We work together, fund manager, Kuza Asset Management, just across the road at Prism. It's been a pleasure being a part of you this evening. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kinoti Kimadi. This is actually my second time. I came away a while back and then disappeared. I have to stick around for longer.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sia Maluki. It was a great pleasure to be here. I was invited by Leah. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Justina Badija. I have been invited by Leah, and it is my first time here. Thank you.
Thank you very much to all our guests, and we want to see you visiting us over and over again. So we will give you a token of appreciation that will remind you about the club. It's a bookmark with all our details, and feel free to liaise with our Vice President of Membership, Monica, who shall be able to reach out to you, and you can discuss anything that you need to know with regard to Toastmasters. So welcome. Big round of applause for our guests. So thank you very much to the physical guests. You can have a seat. Our online guests, If you're still there, kindly unmute and tell us how you learned about Toastmasters. Do turn on your video as well so we can see you. Any guests online? Okay, allow me to move to our online visiting Toastmasters. Do we have any online visiting Toastmasters? Kindly unmute. We can have a representative from each club.
Hi, Madam President.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. My name is Christine Oyugi from Zumaridi Toastmasters Club, and I'm really, truly glad to be here again. Thank you.
Thank you so much to have you join us. Toastmaster Christine was our area director when we're still in Area 4, and it's glad to see that you're still loyal and keep checking on the club. Do we have any other visiting Toastmasters? Online?
Good evening, ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen. Good evening, Madam President. My name is Obena Mahoro. I'm from Kigali Bilingo. I saw the post in one of the East African Friends Toastmasters group. I saw the theme about checkmating, and then I said I have to attend. It's always a nice and a pleasure to be with you. I'm willing and committed to come back to you. Back to you, Madam President.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you. Do we have any other visiting Toastmasters Club present online?
Yes. Good evening, Madam President, and good evening, everyone. Andrew Kamano from SEMA Toastmasters Club, the VP.
Thank you, Andrew.
Always a pleasure to be at the Hill.
Thank you very much for representing your club online. Do we have any other visiting Toastmasters online? No, we do not. So we will move on to our physical audience. How many here are visiting Toastmasters? Wow, this is a big number. So I will begin by Rafiki Toastmasters. For they are the closest to me. Kindly stand and wave. Thank you. We have Alejandro. You can maybe just give us 30 seconds, less than 30 seconds.
Okay, so good evening once again. Alejandro, as you've heard, I'm serving as VP for Rafiki Toastmasters. We meet every first and third Monday of the month, so our next meeting will be the 1st of September. Our guests, we're looking forward to seeing you there. Thank you.
We have representation from Downtown Toastmasters. Thank you. Please give her a round of applause.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
My name is Maureen Kibadi from Downtown Toastmasters. I was invited by Beth Wawero. She's a colleague and a friend. We meet the second Thursday of the month, the 4th, at Cardinal Otunga, 9th floor. Welcome.
Thank you. We also have representation from Ali Bad Toastmasters. A round of applause.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is William Ochomo. I really love the aesthetics of this room, the smile and the warmth of everyone in this room. One thing that it reminded me of is Britain, United Kingdom. And I felt like I needed a cup of tea, English tea, yes. So for early birds Toastmasters, you can get a cup of tea when you come to our club. And we're having a meeting tomorrow morning as from 6:30 to 7:45 a.m. We welcome you all. We normally meet on the first and third Wednesdays of the month. Welcome all.
Thank you. We also do have representation from Anchored Toastmasters Club. Anchored Toastmasters Club, I think he's left, apologies. And we have Thika Toastmasters Club. Round of applause.
Hi everyone, how you doing? It's always a pleasure to be at the Hill. I enjoyed the meeting. We meet, the Thika Toastmasters meet every second and fourth Wednesday of the month. So our next meeting is next week. So you're welcome for an amazing meeting. And I'm happy to see Sema because I'm always learning from the best, the Thika. So and we're gonna be back at Sema and at the Hill to talk for you. Thank you.
Thank you. And we do have Simba Toastmasters Club in the building.
Good evening once again. I am David Oroe from Simba Toastmasters, where I also serve as the ACE. We meet on the second and fourth Saturday of the month from 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. at Dream Park Towers in South Bay. Our next meeting is this coming Saturday, and you're most welcome.
Thank you. All right, do we have any other visiting Toastmasters Club? Yes. All right, let's all welcome Sema Toastmasters Club. Oh, we have apologies. There's one other club we have missed. Before Sema take over the stage. Yes, apologies for that. Please welcome. Yes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, Toastmasters and guests. My name is Beth Amanda, Vice President Education at the Riarites Toastmasters Club. It's a real estate company, and we have a club. It's a corporate club. And I was invited by our friend here, Dr. Njoroge Maina. Happy to be here. We meet every second Friday of the month, physical at Karimu Kunga, the fourth Friday of the month, virtually, and we're meeting tomorrow, on Friday. Okay, not tomorrow, it's on Friday. This Friday, virtually, please, you're all welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. And last but definitely not least, let us invite Sema Toastmasters Club to the stage. Round of applause.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Good evening. My name is Princess Eguchi, and I'm privileged to serve as president of the great, the legendary, the vibrant Sema Toastmasters Club. Our chair body said, the king cannot survive alone. He needs his army. Yes. And today I'm here with my army, Sema Toastmasters. Where are you? Join me. And our coming here, our purpose for coming here was not a quandary. We are very clear on why we are here. The great army of Sema Toastmasters Club. Our mantra at Sema Toastmasters Club is stand up and stand out. And today we are standing out as we take our banner and your banner. We meet every first and third Wednesday of the month, and our next meeting is tomorrow. Welcome. You can come and take your banner. We don't have space for it.
Thank you. Can we have a photo of them?
Yes, of course.
Madam President, yes. Don't be afraid. Let's take this photo. And then we can officially close the meeting.
Yes, now you can close.
Well, we are guided now.
We can only see our president.
Okay.
You should not be there.
Why are you cutting him out?
After filling that in the whole meeting.
Great. Thank you very much.
And at Sema Toastmasters Club, we are proud to have 5 distinguished Toastmasters. And one of them is here, Jerry Mandela. Round of applause. For the pleasure, Madam President.
Thank you.
Please read us again.
We do appreciate this friendly. Is it Pondari? Am I using Pondari right? No, it's not our friend. Okay. I'll stop there. I will not butcher this anymore. It is officially 8:29. So before Sema pulled down our banners and in the spirit of cheerful interactions and inter-club memberships, we have had a really good cocktail of clubs in this meeting. And we do appreciate as a Hill. We love having you as guests, having you as visiting Toastmasters. Welcome and welcome again. Now it is officially still 8:29. I was waiting to round up the time. So I will keep talking until 8:30. And there it is. We can officially close the meeting. Now, I would like to apologies to our online audience. We have a beautiful cake before us to celebrate our new members. I know you won't be able to be part of it as we enjoy, but we'll send you pictures so you'll get to see them. Special regards to the teams from Rwanda and Uganda. Hopefully, when you visit us, you will come and get to see and taste these lovely cakes. So, to all our Okay. To all our new members, kindly welcome to the front. Yeah. We have the mentors here. I welcome you to join. Monica, Lillian. Monica and Lillian, can you join the new members at the front and help them catch their cakes as we welcome them. Okay. Would like to be invited. So just Master Monica, just Master Lillian, in the interest of time, kindly help our new members come in and pledge to support them with some better speakers.
Welcome, excuse me, Sama. I know you've given you juice, but that's not the end of it. Can we have your attention? Princess and your people. Thank you. Come, President Princess, come. Yeah, you're the noisemaker there at the back. We could make use of you as we wait for Princess to come. Yeah. I want us to see the best move that the Nwabias and the ones can pull. Yeah, when they were young. So when I was young, I could preach. Yeah, preach. You can go Mangale, or you can Abuka and choose your move before you have the cake. To the music in your head. And it's starting with January. Can you cheer him? Guys, let's have one meeting. Thanks. It's still part of the meeting. Sema, thanks. So just, especially PPPR. PPPR. Velma. We know your PPPR, your work is to, but we need your attention, thanks. Yeah. So January is going to dance. See, she does not even know what I was saying because she was. He's going to dance to the music in his head as he comes near the cake. January, over to you. Yeah, that's the music in your head. Then we'll guess.
Which one is that? Which one is that?
Which song do you think he's dancing to? Which song do you think he's dancing to?
You can say I play.
Don't worry. Be happy. All right, Evans, show us your moves. Hey. Okay. Which song do you think he's dancing to? Oh, my name is you feel like. Thank you, SAA. Just to welcome you officially to the Hill. We can't wait to listen to your icebreaker and to see you take up your first role. And because we have a president from another club, she can say just one word and then we can cut the cake.
Welcome to Toastmasters, not just the Hill. It's nice to always see people joining. When you join the Hill or you join any other club as Toastmasters, you're happy because you're embarking on a journey that will transform your lives and your communication. So welcome and enjoy your journey as it starts. Congratulations.
Thank you. Now help us cut the cake. Help us join us, January, and come maybe could be preparing for last day. Yes, training, you're in training. Come. Are you ready, SA? As we wait for SA, I think we can sing, okay? Yes.